Welcome to Bell's Palsy Knowledge Base. Today we speak about spontaneous and controlled facial expressions. Every day our face produces thousands of facial expressions. Some of them reflect what we actually feel, and some others are meant to make a desired effect on other humans. These two types of facial expressions are controlled from two distinctly different areas of human brain. One is the emotional center, which is located in limbic system, and the other one is volitional center, which is located in motor cortex. Limbic system is our factory of emotions. It works the same way in all animals, humans included. Once we experience an emotion, it is immediately reflected either by our facial expression, or by our body language, or most of the time by both of them. It is an evolutionarily much older formation that works the same way in all human beings. We can unmistakably distinguish joy or surprise, curiosity or anxiety, disgust or anger by just looking at someone's face, and it does not matter to which race or sex that individual belongs. Motor cortex exerts a volitional control over facial expressions. This ability has only developed in humans at the later stages of the evolution, when personal interferences and interactions gained much higher importance for the social status and for pure survival of an individual. Nucleus of the facial nerve summates the signals arriving from both of these centers, and our face reflects the result. For example, we can suppress our joy if the smile in particular circumstances will be inappropriate, or we can seal our disappointment in an artificial smile if the situation so dictates. Our limbic system, our factory of emotions, is capable of producing an extremely fine-tuned control over our facial expressions. Very finely differentiated signaling to each particular muscle and even to each particular muscle fiber is possible when limbic system is involved. The control of the facial movements by the motor cortex is much more coarse, less nuanced. Very often we can distinguish a genuine smile from its artificial copy by just looking. A surprise from a surprise which is not real because the person already knows the news. We subconsciously can notice all those differences because our ability to read the emotional messages means our survival in the course of the evolution. Ironically, after Bell's palsy, we mostly engage our volitional mimetic center. So what our face reflects is a great deal what our volitional center is producing. Because we can control the intensity of volitional efforts with our own will. The intensity of emotional signals cannot be controlled consciously because it depends only on intensity of experienced emotions. So when these two signals overlap, the strongest one takes the upper hand. And in the case of long-standing Bell's palsy, it is always the volitional mimetic center that takes over. No wonder that after long-standing Bell's palsy we develop synkinesis, mass movements and other complications that naturally result from habitual overdose of volitional mimetic efforts.